Hey everybody. So in last week's newsletter number 43, I shared 3 wheels with you, a needs wheel and then 2 emotion wheels. And the goal with those is to try and help you to identify from a very basic level. So the needs wheel goes from 4 categories down to a more granular level of the things that you might need in your life for happiness, for growth, for mental health, whatever the case might be, right? Then you've got the emotion wheels, a good one and a bad one, positive and negative. And this works the same, and it's always been the same for anything in life, photography, travel, health, mental health, physical health. The more you know, the better it gets. Now, what these wheels will help you do is to isolate down from, because often something like anxiety and excited, right? Those 2 things, one perceived as negative, one perceived as positive, but they can have the very similar physiological effects on the body. So it's very easy, if you're not sure what you're feeling, for your body to tell you this is not a good thing, this is anxious or this is excited, whatever the case might be. So those 2 wheels, again, it takes you from from a very basic point of view and breaks it down. And the more you know, the better it is. The better you will be able to act in situations knowing what the emotion is that you're feeling. Or the better, this is important, you can react in certain situations knowing what the emotion is that you're feeling. So good exercise. I've done it with some of my clients, and even if you just run through it, I think you'll find some value in there. The next piece that I wrote had to do with curiosity. Now, curiosity is the need to know something. It's wanting to find out more about something. However, the point where we all give ourselves a lot of pain or anxiety or disappointment even is we're curious about something, so we try and find out about it, but before you even start that process, you're emotionally invested. You buy into what you think the perceived outcome should be. So you go into this exercise, which should just be an information gathering point of view from a, hey, I want to know more, because then the better it is. But before you even go in, you reckon, okay, if it's this, that's how I'm going to feel about it. If it's that, that's how I'm going to feel about it. That's setting yourself up for failure, for disappointment, for anxiety, for depression, for anger towards certain people, for jealousy, right? So to be curious about something is a very good thing. That's how we learn, that's how we grow. But like I said in the newsletter, is if you could go in and to be curious about something, go and try and find out more without being attached to the outcome, without buying in to a perceived outcome, that's when you're going to win. It's anything. It's in life, trying to find out more about why your posts don't do well on social media, for example, right? You might already think, oh, it's because my stuff sucks. No, there's a different reason for it. But if you've already decided how you're going to feel about the outcome, first of all, the confirmation bias is going to probably take you right to the answer that you want. But if you can go into any situation in life, I can talk about the creative side of it. I can talk about the relationship side of it. I can talk about the mental health, even the physical health side of it, is be curious about things. Try and find out about things. Absolutely do that. It's vital. That's how you grow. That's how you become and remain stimulated. But do not get caught up in your perceived answer, and don't emotionally invest in one of the potential outcomes of whatever you're curious about. Because you'll find it, and more often than not, your brain overthinks these things. It's not a great space. So from a curiosity point of view, it's that. It's just go in and just be open to what you find. And then, based on the emotion wheels, decide what is it that I can goof, what is it that I feel from here, and then react or act. That's that for last week. I am currently a Madikwe, so my next newsletter, number 44, will have probably a couple of things in from there. Some good ideas again. What I do on every trip on my phone, this is Madikwe Mind Dump, Mara Mind Dump, Uganda, and so on. And when I speak to people, thoughts come up on the game drive vehicle when we're doing tutorials. I think of things, I write them down. That becomes content, that becomes newsletters, that becomes research for me, and that becomes these videos. So it's a nice thing to be able to have that. But I'm going to let you guys go. I will chat to you next week's video, and then also the next newsletter is out on Friday. If you want to subscribe to the newsletter, links in the description below. Otherwise, I'll chat to you guys soon. Have a good one. Bye for now.